All right, what people don't get is this one thing, is that when you want to create content that converts, you have to do a 4-step process. If you really get saucy, I'm gonna add in a 5. But the 4-step process is this. First of all, you gotta take action and make organic content that's educational. Second of all, I'm gonna be honest, it needs to sound natural. When I work with clients that are paying me anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000, they know their business. And if you do not know your business when you're creating content, you're not gonna speak correctly. You're not gonna you're not gonna have the conviction in what you're talking about for people to really understand what you're doing as a whole. Then the third thing is you have to have automations, AI automations that are going to help you streamline the process of doing what? Not just posting content on Facebook and social media. You can do that with any AI now. But I'm talking about true AI automations that are going to help you get in contact with who? The next person that wants to buy your service, or the next person that wants to buy your product. Then the last thing, the fourth one is ads, ADS. If you are not running ads on any of these platforms, and strictly, I would say if you're starting out with Instagram and Facebook, if you're not running ads on any of these platforms, you are wasting your hard-earned dollars. Now, if you don't know how to run ads, stop running them. If you're running ads right now and you're not getting any type of return, stop running them. If you don't know how to run ads, I'm telling you right now, stop running them. The biggest thing with ads when it comes down to it, you want to be able to have a good creative that is going to do what? A good creative is something that's going to create trust. Also, it's also going to create what? Awareness. It's also going to create what? Curiosity. It's also going to create what? People to take action right then and there. A good creative is a video that's going to make a person do all of those things in probably a 30-second to a minute interval. If you are not doing this at a totality, like a total, when it comes to ads, organic content, AI automations, and understanding content as a whole, you're literally just gonna waste your time, hard-earned dollars, and then eventually you're gonna be hitting somebody up like me trying to get me to do it because you don't wanna do it or you don't wanna deal with the headaches. And that's okay, you can hit me up. You can literally put the link below and I'll show you how to literally do all of this. I do have a consulting package that can help you out with this, but that's not the point. The whole point of this is I wanna tell you this one thing that'll help you get better knowledge on why ads are so profitable and why organic content is so profitable as a whole. You have a company, whatever that company is, whether it's a spa, whether you're a lawyer, whether you have a rental car company. What I want you to do is I want you to go on ChatGPT and I want you to get the 4.0 version because you can do deep research. And this deep research is credible by who? Credible by the websites that it's going to pull up based off of your industry. And what I want you to do is ask ChatGPT. I want you to do some deep research on the pain points that my industry that I'm going through, what people are going through my industry right now. These pain points are the same pain points that you can start making content on, and educational content on, based off of what you're doing in your industry. If you do not know how to start making organic content that could lead up to what? Lead up to videos that may go viral. I'm not saying they will, but they may go viral. You can simply take it to the next level by doing that. Key thing is just doing deep research on pain points in your industry with ChatGPT. Once you get these pain points, every pain point that it lists, I want you to come up with what? You should be in your industry and you should know your industry. You should come up with video topics based off of these pain points. You take these pain points and make short form content up to a minute long, or even however long you might think it needs to be. You create that content, then from there you take that content and you post it. Now this is the game changer. The game changer is simply this, is when you post content, when people say, oh, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent, you gotta be, like we say, is this, all motion isn't the right motion. You can be going forward and you think you're going forward and you're actually going backwards. What you need to be doing is this simple thing. Once you post 7 pieces of content in a 7-day interval, right? You look at all of this content, let's say you go from Monday to Sunday, and then Tuesday, you got your other content that's made, right? But you look at all of this content on Monday and you look at like all the views. Over time, I would say after 2 weeks of that content being posted, you need to, or 1 week really, you need to look at this content, you need to see which one did the best. I would say pick 2 videos, right? So you look at all of this content, you post it, you've done the deep research, you have the videos, you're making the content. Now you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow your platform, right? You don't need to do more work. The smartest thing you could do is look at the analytics on the back end of these posts. And once you look at the analytics on the back end of these posts, see which ones got the most reach. Because right now, Instagram and Facebook is geared for reach, and a lot of other platforms too. YouTube is more evergreen, but TikTok is definitely for reach. LinkedIn is definitely for reach. They're sending your videos out to people that's never saw you before. So whichever two videos has the most reach out of 7 videos, I would take those topics and I would put those topics back into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, do a deep more research into these 2 topics. And then I would get it to break down more topics based off of that. Because Instagram has already did the brunt of the work by showing your topics to people that's never seen you. So what do you do now? Now that you have these other 2 topics broke down in multiple ways, you can make more videos about the 2 topics that were getting you more reach. Instead of making consistent content just on the whim, Instagram is telling you the blueprint. The blueprint is right in front of your eyes. You make the content based off of the pain points that are in your industry. Once you make the content based off the pain points that are in your industry, you pick 2 videos. Once you pick those 2 videos, you go from picking 2 videos that are doing way better reach than any other videos, and you break that down in deep research again, and you just keep rinse and repeating the process. This is how you will grow your platform from literally, if you had 1,000, if you want to get to 10,000, 9,000, whatever your goal might be. I'm telling you, if you do it this way, you are going to succeed. And also just getting and attracting people, because also the SEO behind what you're doing, the keywords that you're using that's coming out of your mouth, the SEO, search engine optimization, all of that just happening for you when you're speaking correctly about your industry. I guarantee that you will get people back to your page. You'll also need to be doing this. I'm giving the whole game. You'll need to do this. You'll need to take what's working for you, and you have already did that deep research. You'll need to take what's working for you, and you'll need to go a step farther. Once these people start following you, what do you need to do? Hit these people up. I was finna cuss when I said that, but I had to. Sometimes it just irks me when people don't do the right things, but when I've said it multiple times. Simply, you need to literally take these people that have followed you based off of all of this content, and you need to hit them up. Hit them up with a simple message like, yo, did you like that video where I was explaining this? Just say literally something simple as that. Once you do that, it's a wrap. You're gonna start conversations, nurture them. Your content is technically already nurturing them if you're being consistent the way I say be consistent. Then as you nurture them, you're gonna simply do the biggest thing is what? Have a conversation that leads into what? Getting on the call with them. Don't try to sell them in the DMs. Don't. Get them on a call. Once you get these people on a call, I mean a Zoom call, meet them face to face, meet them formally. Once you meet them formally, then make sure you have a pitch deck or some type of sales deck or something that you're using that you can do what? Simply sell them on a package or something or a product that you have. It is as simple as that. If you rinse and repeat this process multiple times, you'll be able to close $2,000 deals, $5,000 deals, 7, 10, 30. That is literally what I do. I rinse and repeat that same process. Now, if you really want to get saucy with this, I'll add in on this. I'll add this last thing if you want to get very saucy. You got all your organic content, you're moving and shaking with that. Everybody in the next 30 to 60 days, you create an ad that's based around a local ad that's on probably a 25-mile radius, and you said visit my profile ad. Then after that, what do you need to do? You need to create a retargeting ad that's going to be everybody that has saw you for at least 30 seconds long, that has visited your Facebook or your Instagram from Meta and the platform working. You're going to push this ad out there to retarget them again, because they came to your platform for a reason. They watched that video for a reason. And you take that to the next level by retargeting them, and you're staying in front of these people multiple times. That's why I can place an ad, like right now, I'm in Orlando, right? I can place an ad in Orlando in a 25-mile radius, and I set up a retargeting campaign. Once I set up a retargeting campaign, I look like the authority, because I know for sure that directors, videographers, people that have agencies, people that are killing it right now in the game, they're not on the game when it comes to ads. I know that I'm gonna look like an authority if somebody sees my content in 7 days and they see me another 7 times. So then you're just gonna be like, dang, I gotta work with this guy. I keep seeing this guy. And as people keep seeing me, what's that gonna do? Top of mind. So that means when they think about a service that they need that's geared around what I've been talking about, what will happen? They're gonna think about me and then they're gonna DM me. That's how I just closed a $4,800 deal 2 weeks ago. That's how I just closed a $32K deal about 6 months ago. That's how I closed a $2K deal 4 months ago. The whole point is, if you're ready to lock and roll and start, this is how you take action while using AI, while posting organic content, while doing ads, so you can close these deals and live the life you want to live. Now it does get to another level. If you want to get this other level I have with this is where everything is handled for you. I create all the systems, I create all the back end, I create all the content that you need to start taking it all to a next level. And I also, if you want me to hop on a call to start closing deals with you, I do that too. But the whole point is, if you need a start, I just told you the game plan. I just took you through the route that I do monthly to do what? To get high ticket paying clients. High ticket. High ticket. I'm gonna keep saying that. The reason why is because high ticket offers can pay your bills monthly. And there's a loop to this too. These high ticket offers will eventually become relationships where right now I have a guy in Tampa, right? He started this paying me high ticket. Right now I get 25% off of each deal that he closes. Each deal. So it's almost like you could look at it as passive income. Simple as that. I hope this was some help. If you want to schedule, if you need to know like how to set up ads, or if you need to know how to set up your content, or how to prompt ChatGPT correctly, or how to do these certain things, what I want you to do is, there's a link below. That link below, I want you to simply click it, schedule a call with me. Right now, it's free to schedule calls with me. If you're watching this, it's more than likely still free to schedule a call with me. Sooner or later, it won't be. I'll be probably charging at least $150 to call, $157 to call. They hop on a call with me because I just can't waste people's time. But if you're seeing this right now, get on my calendar. Let's get on a Zoom call, and I'll show you literally how to do all of this. See you on the other side. Talk to you later.